Tonight, vaccine decline. A new push is urging people to continue vaccinating their children despite COVID-19.
And restarting production, the largest iron mine on the range will be back in full force after the pandemic forced a partial shutdown.
And focusing on school choice. As the vice president visits Wisconsin, he's putting an emphasis on the state's education system.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. Vaccinations in Minnesota children are declining. In fact, there is a 70% decrease in measles vaccines administered compared to this time last year. That's according to Minnesota state health officials.
CBS3's Leanne Valdez shares more of the data and what officials are doing to help combat it.
Minnesota health officials announced Monday the state is seeing a decline in vaccinations.
It's concerning any time that we see a decline in immunizations.
More specifically in children. Experts say some parents weren't scheduling regular checkups during the pandemic. Numbers from 3 months ago show that's led to a 70% decrease in measles vaccinations administered compared to the same time last year, according to Minnesota state health officials. The CDC report released on May 15th shows a notable decrease in orders for childhood vaccinations in the United States during the coronavirus pandemic. State health officials say things must change fast.
This year, it will be even more important that we have as many people protected from influenza as we can.
U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar agrees.
It's a good time to go out and make sure you got your vaccinations.
The Democrat is calling on the Department of Health and Human Services to get the word out about combating diseases now more than ever.
Or we're going to have an overcrowding of hospitals, not just from COVID, we're going to have an outbreak of measles and the like.
Klobuchar adds 17% of people get their vaccinations at work, and children not being at school where some get their vaccinations also makes things difficult. But it's important for families to find a way.
Go to a pharmacy that might be offering flu vaccinations, or to go to their provider and figure out a safe way to get that vaccination. And more.
Klobuchar says she's glad people decided to stay home March and April, but hospitals are making sure it's a safe environment for your children. She said many clinics are doing early morning vaccinations or even drive-through options. We did reach out to Essentia and St. Luke's for comment, but did not hear back by news time.
St. Luke's hospital leaders hope a new piece of technology will give patients answers about their health a whole lot sooner. The $250,000 machine can identify different bacteria and viruses in minutes rather than days. Samples that usually have to be sent to outside labs for testing will now be able to be tested right at St. Luke's. Hospital officials say this machine is the first of its kind in the region. They added that it will allow for quicker results and potentially shorter hospital stays for patients.
It's a state-of-the-art instrument, so it will just improve laboratory turnaround times greatly. We're all very excited to have this technology here. We've been wanting it for a long time.
Doctors anticipate they will be ready to use the machine in about a month.
Some of the 260 laid-off workers at U.S. Steel's Mountain Iron plant will be headed back to work early next month. According to United Steelworkers Union reps, 2 lines at Mintac will be restarting July 27th, with maintenance workers going back to work July 5th. Mintac's pit should be fully operational by the end of August. Mintac laid off 260 employees at the beginning of May as U.S. Steel adjusted production at a number of its plants. They faced a decline in demand during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Meanwhile, Duluth-based Maurice's plans to bring back furloughed employees in the next few weeks. Company officials weren't able to share an exact number or date today. Now, we first reported about the temporary furloughs in May. At that time, Maurice's said the furloughs could continue through June 1st for most employees, with a few lasting until the end of June. Maurice's officials also had to permanently lay off 39 employees in May. Today, company spokespeople say they were able to find different roles for some of those workers. Maurice's has also ended its pay reduction plan, which included its CEO going entirely without pay. They expect to fully reopen the headquarters after Labor Day.
And new tonight at 6, firefighters are on the scene of a house fire in Ely. Firefighters say it appears multiple structures are involved on East Conan Street. At this point, no injuries have been reported. The cause is under investigation. Several departments are responding, and we'll bring you updates as they come in.
And Dave joined us for a quick look at the weather. Dave, pretty sunny in Duluth today.
Well, but clouds have been building in other places as a trough of lower pressure lurks about the region, creating a 40% chance for showers, which has been paying off for some places in inland parts of Minnesota. So let's look at the situation here tonight, which is calling for showers tonight and slowly becoming partly cloudy Wednesday. But if there's a 40% chance for showers tonight, frankly, I think there's a 30% chance some of those sprinkles could last through a good portion of Wednesday before that higher pressure cell to the west takes over and brings us sunny conditions for our Thursday. How much rain are we going to get if it pays off? Frankly, not that much. Looks like really just a trace, bubbling under 1/10 of an inch. So this isn't going to solve the dry conditions we have right now, but it could be a start, a tentative step towards solving the problem. Our day planner for Wednesday says the 20 to 30% shower chance doesn't go much past the afternoon, and high temp will be around 74 tomorrow. That's pretty close to normal. We'll go warmer than normal on Friday, though, and that extra heat lift could create some showers and storms. Will that one break the drought? I'll let you know in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. It's been almost 1 month since the death of George Floyd reignited the Black Lives Matter movement around the world. And since then, people are looking to continue the conversation and educate themselves about racial inequality.
CBS3's Natalie Grant spoke to the owner of one Duluth bookstore who says they have.
Over the last 3 weeks, Zenith Bookstore in West Duluth says that they have seen a large demand for books written by Black authors and on the history of racial injustice in our country. Zenith Bookstore co-owner Bob Dubrow says that he has seen people from all over the Northland looking to educate themselves.
People are looking to read about history from an African-American perspective. People are looking for ways to support the movement and show solidarity.
Coming up tonight at 10, we'll talk to one Northlander about why they chose to pick up the books.
All right, thanks, Natalie. Duluth Spirit Valley Days has been canceled. Organizers blame the COVID-19 pandemic and anticipated restrictions in early August. They also said local businesses are the event's biggest contributors, and to ask them for financial support now just wouldn't be right. The annual festival celebrates the Spirit Valley neighborhood with a pageant, car show, street dance, and more. They hope to bring the festival back in 2021. Meanwhile, a popular Duluth beer festival is canceled this year. Bent Paddle had postponed its 2020 festiversary from May to September. Now the brewery has decided to cancel the event for the year. Even though it's held outside, they cited coronavirus concerns. Festiversary is now scheduled for May 22nd of 2021.
This Friday, more recreational sites in the Superior National Forest will be open for use. The Forest Service is opening a number of trailheads, boat ramps, and canoe access sites. They've also added restroom facilities. They had been closed due to the coronavirus. The service is working to clean the open sites as often as possible following CDC guidelines. They plan to gradually open more sites over the next few weeks. For a full list of what opens on Friday, go ahead and visit our website.
Officials say a potential explosive device was found outside the St. Croix County Republican Party office in downtown Hudson, Wisconsin. The Hudson Police Department says the package was noticed shortly before 9 a.m. outside of the building. Officers identified the package as a potential threat and cordoned off the area. Nearby businesses were evacuated. The St. Paul office of the ATF did respond to the incident. The Wisconsin GOP provided our sister station, WCCO, with the following statement. We have differences in our views, in our philosophies, and our vision for America. But violence or threats of violence cannot stand because such actions lead to potential destruction that cannot be overcome.
Vice President Mike Pence discussed school choice in Wisconsin on Tuesday. He and Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos are taking part in a roundtable at the Waukesha STEM Academy. Afterwards, the Vice President will launch a faith-centered tour in a conservative Milwaukee suburb. President Donald Trump plans to visit Wisconsin later in the week to take a tour of the Marionette Shipyard. The 2 visits in 1 week underscores the importance of the state in the presidential race. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3 as berry pickers prepare for the season. Local farmers are implementing safety precautions. What you need to know after the break.
Normal high temp is 73, and what I thought was a cool spell actually went 2 degrees warmer than normal today. That's a sign that a warm spell is working in, and by Thursday we could crack 80 degrees. I'll talk about how long that will last coming up after our break.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 6 with Kristen Bucky. Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS 3.
Built to handle heavy-duty construction jobs, New Holland equipment is also at home on your farm. Handle bales with ease and comfort. Quickly move material and feed. Clean out and refresh bedding. Build and maintain farm roads. A complete lineup of New Holland light construction equipment is ready and waiting to get to work. Visit your local New Holland dealer to learn more about why New Holland equipment is the right choice for your farm.
No one serves you better than Bullet Implement.
We dance for healing. We dance for one another. For connection. In ways like no other. Together. Or even apart. We are resilient. The 2020 census is here, and we need to do our part for our people.
We have a structure fire with injuries on Highway 13.
Did you know your friends and neighbors volunteer to provide emergency services? They are serving many communities and need your help. Challenge yourself. Be part of the team. Be somebody.
The 2020 Subaru Forester. The SUV for all you love. Standard symmetrical all-wheel drive plus 33 miles per gallon. Standard eyesight driver assist technology. A spacious and comfortable interior. The best SUV for all you do.
Get 0% APR financing on all new 2020 Subaru Forester models now through June 30th. Visit us online at millerhill.com.
We want to say thank you.
Thank you.
To the first responders. Thank you.
To the truck drivers.
And delivery people. Thank you. Thank you. To the doctors.
The nurses and all the hospital workers.
The grocery store workers.
The janitors.
And sanitation workers.
Show them kindness, patience, and gratitude. They are the real heroes.
Thank you for all of your bravery and hard work.
Thank you all.
On the next Game On.
Bobby Moynihan! Mr. Tony Hale! Tony, how are you doing up there, buddy?
Not good. Bobby, look at this. Two of the greatest athletes of all time. And Gronk and Venus are here, too.
Huh?
I feel amazing. I cheated a couple times. Nobody noticed. It was fantastic.
Game On. New episode Wednesday on CBS.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez, on CBS3.
CBS 3 weather is brought to you by St. Luke's. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weathermax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Here's a live look at the Hibbing-Chisholm area where the clouds are thickening, and that's because an upper-level trough of lower pressure is bringing us a 40% chance for showers tonight and perhaps a 30% shot at some showers tomorrow. We do need the rain. I don't think this go-around is going to bring us what we need, but come Friday, there is a better chance for bigger rains, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. Right now, we talk about the current conditions at the airport in Duluth, and discounting the fact that we're having our third driest year right now is a rather pleasant day. Still very beautiful despite the mixture of sun and clouds, and temperatures weren't so bad. For some towns a little cooler than normal. Right now only 69 degrees at the airport in Duluth. 73 is the norm. 49% is the relative humidity at this moment, and our northwesterly winds run at 14 miles per hour. I think the wind will stay northwesterly through tomorrow and go about 5 to 15 during the next 24 hours. Current temperatures, we have a couple of stripes of cool in our region and a stripe of warmth. A little bit cool towards Watersmead at 66, but warm from Ashland to Hayward with 73s. Superior's at 73 as well, but 70 is a little bit cooler towards Moose Lake and only 62 in Hibbing right now, but still 71 in International Falls. So pockets of resistance to the warm spell that's trying to build in, but by Thursday it probably will take over the area and inland towns will go towards 80 degrees, at least for a little while. Focusing our attention on the Doppler map right now, we do have a trough of lower pressure aloft that's in the southern parts of Ontario and wobbling itself into northern Minnesota, where we're seeing isolated showers popping up and occasional non-severe thunderstorms as well. If you haven't seen any of those yet in your part of the world or Wisconsin or Michigan, again, 40% chance overnight tonight, you're going to get a little taste of that precip. But again, if it goes to 1/10 of an inch, that's going to be about all she wrote. Those showers could last through a portion of Wednesday, but then higher pressure building in for Wednesday and Thursday makes things warmer around here. Back towards 80 degrees, like I mentioned, and on the dry side, especially Thursday with sunshine coming aboard. But that changes in turn come Friday as lower pressure from the west comes to our area, feeds on that heat, gives it enough lift to create a 60% chance for showers and storms that could run a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of precipitation, which could put at least a little temporary dent in the dry spell. Tonight, not much of a dent from that 40% shower chance. Minnesota low temps will run from 48 to 55 degrees. And there's a 40% chance for the showers in Wisconsin and Michigan as well, with lows there going 48 to 52. It devolves into a 30% shower chance for Wisconsin and the UP tomorrow, with highs there 71 to 76. And for Minnesotans, 60s by the lake to low to mid 70s farther inland, 30% shower chance. And that goes away on Thursday towards mostly sunny and 80. A little bit cooler from the cloud cover Friday with that 60% chance for the showers and storms, then back to 80 and sunshine Saturday. Slight shower and storm chances Sunday and Monday, and then warmer and clearer by next Tuesday.
All right, thanks, Dave. As the summer season arrives, many will be hitting the road to pick some fresh berries. But even with it being an outdoor activity, farmers are still taking many precautions to keep employees and customers safe during the pandemic. CBS 3's Emma Quinn spoke with several farmers about how they're gearing up for berry season.
Berry picking season is right around the corner, and farmers are gearing up for opening day.
First berry of the year.
Several farms, including Spectrum Strawberry Farm in Carlton, as COVID-19 precautions are still being taken.
Main thing is we're changing how we're doing checkout. We're expanding the number of checkouts. We're using social distancing as far as when people are in lines.
Co-owner Steve Scholstrom says come opening day, they can expect anywhere from 300 to 400 cars coming to their farm.
And all the workers are going to be required to wear masks. People that come here are recommended to wear masks.
With large berry fields, Scholstrom says maintaining social distancing won't be an issue. They'll be able to keep customers at least 10 feet apart when they're picking berries. Over in Bayfield, Rocky Acres Berry Farm owner Brenda Erickson says their rows are several feet apart, so keeping the distance won't be an issue either.
We have no store. I make no jams or jelly. Our whole operation is outside already.
Erickson says extra sanitation precautions will also be taken, especially when handling customers' berries.
Bringing in a lot more hand sanitizers, porta potties, as far as the cleanse thing, wiping things down, we're going to do.
Taking all necessary precautions so everyone can enjoy that first berry bite of the season.
Spectrum Farms doesn't have a set date on when they'll open, but they are aiming for the first week in July. As for Rocky Acres Berry Farm, they open tomorrow. Both are expecting a good crop this year.
Despite the ongoing pandemic, the Duluth Seeds of Success has opened their farmers markets for the season. The Central Hillside Farmers Market at the Damiano Center welcomed their first guests of the season this afternoon. Many of those who attended wore masks, could only enter through one way, and stood 6 feet apart. The market was filled with fresh produce, baked goods, and flowers. Organizers also gave kids $4 towards fresh fruits and vegetables to make sure they get the necessary nutrients during the summer months.
With proper nutrition, which kids aren't getting from their school lunch programs, which don't run in the summertime, we just want to make sure we have an outlet to get kids local, healthy foods as well.
The Central Hillside Farmers Market runs every Tuesday from 2 until 5 the rest of the summer. The Lincoln Park Farmers Market will be held at the Harrison Community Center from 3 to 6 tomorrow.
Coming up in sports, hear from UMD alum Jaylyn Elms as she prepares to begin her pro career in Sweden.
For breaking stories that impact the Northland most, turn to CBS3.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez, on CBS3.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Reclaim your life today in the face of anxiety, depression, or thoughts of suicide at Ketamine North Infusion. In our safe spaces, we want to ensure you a better quality of life with our low-dose IV ketamine infusions. Ketamine North Infusion. Be well with us.
The 2020 Subaru Forester. The SUV for all you love. Standard symmetrical all-wheel drive plus 33 miles per gallon. Standard eyesight driver assist technology. A spacious and comfortable interior. The best SUV for all you do.
Get 0% APR financing on all new 2020 Subaru Forester models now through June 30th. Visit us online at millerhill.com.
Do you have a coffee smile? Drinking coffee causes yellow teeth for thousands of people just like you. And whitening toothpaste just doesn't make those stains go away. Introducing Power Swabs, the first teeth whitening system that lifts coffee stains off your teeth in less than 5 minutes without whitening strips or trays.
I've smoked, I've drank coffee, I drink red wine. It makes my teeth darker. And using Power Swabs, it's made a difference. People ask me, what do you do to whiten your teeth? And I'm really proud to tell them that I use Power Swabs.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
The secret is a tooth detergent and whitening agent developed by Dr. Martin Ginniker that lifts stains off of your teeth. Power Swabs remove stains on natural teeth, veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. The best part is you just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you'll have whiter teeth. No more sitting at home with a whitening strip or tray in your mouth for 30 minutes twice a day.
So with the strips I've used in the past, most of them are like you got to leave it on for 30 minutes, and the whole experience is just not comfortable. But with Power Swabs, I just snapped it open and rubbed it on, and it was good to go.
When I used these whitening strips, I noticed when I would drink, I would get this crazy sensitivity. It would go right to my brain, and I'm like, I hate this. So why do I have to go through the monstrosity of this pain just because I want to whiten my teeth? With Power Swabs, there was zero sensitivity.
Within the first day with the Power Swab, I noticed there was a difference. I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Whiten your teeth today by ordering Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Yes, 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free Quick Stick pen. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
My 95.7 is the Northland's best variety all day. From Ed Sheeran and Maroon 5 to Lady Gaga and Bryan Adams. Always family and office friendly. My 95.7, your life, your music.
Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on live local CBS3 Duluth.
Jalen Elms, once a 4-year forward at UMD, is now turning the page into the next chapter. Her professional hockey career, that is. Elms will be heading over to Sweden in September to play for Brynäs in Sweden. The former UMD co-captain made the decision after conversations with her coach and former UMD defenseman Jessica Healy, who also plays in Sweden. The team offered a contract to the branded Manitoba native about a month and a half ago. Elms says the opportunity just came about when she decided she wasn't ready to quit playing hockey.
I was really sitting on the fence when it came to playing hockey after college. And I had a lot of long talks with Coach in her office. And she was the one that kind of opened my eyes and told me, or didn't tell me, but made me realize, oh, I don't want to hang out this way. It's I want to keep playing. There's other girls that used to play for UMD that are in Sweden, too, so I started talking to them. And then eventually I just, made connections and emailed, and they emailed me back, and we kind of just, hit it off. And I was like, okay, this is sweet. And then I got offered a contract, which was unreal.
Elms played 4 years with the Bulldogs. Her sophomore year, she was voted the team's most valuable player and proceeded to co-captain the team back-to-back years, her junior and senior year, alongside Sydney Brott. Elms recorded 12 goals and 34 career assists with UMD. Prior to that, she helped Team Canada's under-18 team to a silver medal in 2016. She leaves for Sweden in September. It may not have felt the same as it normally does, but Grandma's Marathon weekend came and went. Since the race went virtual, there were still plenty of runners out on the courses. There were still balloons down in Canal Park for the finishers that chose to end at the normal spot. And if you're registered and still haven't gone out for your race, you have until July 31st to submit your time. According to Grandma's Marathon results page online, over 26% of runners have now submitted finishing times. Just over 1,600 people have finished the full marathon, looking at the numbers as of right now, which compares to the over 6,000 runners who finished the full marathon in person last year. Again, there's still over a month to turn in times. The current lead pace is 2 hours, 22 minutes. Yesterday was a proud day for football fans in Poplar, Wisconsin. Tom Burke, a former defensive lineman, was selected as part of the Wisconsin Badgers 2020 Hall of Fame class. The former Northwestern Tiger played 4 years with the Badgers and recorded 22 sacks in his senior season, breaking the single-season Big Ten sacks record. He was a first-team All-American, winning the Bill Willis Trophy for the nation's top defensive lineman. Burke was selected 83rd in the 1999 NFL Draft and went on to play several seasons with the Arizona Cardinals. And finally, UW Superior hired a new head softball coach today, Melissa Fracker, who served as an assistant coach at Western Connecticut State for the past 8 years. There she worked exclusively in the recruitment division of Division III student athletes. She replaces interim head coach Nick Bursick, who is also the Yellow Jackets athletic director. That is going to do it for sports for now. We'll have more here back tonight at 10. For now, Kristen and Tony, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Also, tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, it's an ongoing issue for Park Point residents, erosion. Tonight, we're looking into a new city project that hopes to address the problem.
All right, and Dave will give us a final look at the weather. It's pretty sunny in Duluth, but you're tracking some minor showers possibilities out there?
Yeah, the minor showers are already popping up in the interior parts of Minnesota, and we all get a 40% chance that they'll tickle our towns here as the night goes on, and maybe even stick around through parts of Wednesday afternoon. 30% chance for that. 74 degrees for tomorrow's top temp is pretty close to normal, but then higher pressure takes over for Thursday, makes it mostly sunny and warmer than normal, with a high temp of 80 degrees even around the Twin Ports here. Well, getting into Friday, a low pressure system comes to town, and its cloud cover will send temperatures back a little bit, but also increase our rain chances to 60% with some thunderstorms thrown in, and we may actually get some decent rain totals out of this system. Hopefully it comes, because as early as Saturday, it goes away once again.
Ooh, Thursday and Saturday look like good days to get outside.
Sure do.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you again at 10.